My seatbelt is properly mounted and
secure.
secure. It's not ripped or torn. It latches and unlatches properly.
Yeah.
Okay? You push it back in, give it a little pull, and make sure it's actually locked in. Next thing I'm going to do is my safe start.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure my brakes are applied, vehicle's in neutral. Turn on my key. I'm going to note that my ABS light came on and went off.
Right.
We'll let my gauges sweep. Push my clutch down. Go ahead and start the truck. Now, what does this light and that morning buzzer tell me?
Brake air.
I'm low on air pressure. Okay. Now, the only time you're going to get in a truck and start it under slow air pressure like that is if somebody failed their brake checks.
Okay.
So then you're going to have to either build it or just wait till it comes out. Since we want to get this going, I'm going to go ahead and help it. I'm going to bring my RPMs up to 1200, holding the clutch down and the accelerator until that light and buzzer go off.
You hold the clutch down and accelerator.
Yep.
Okay.
On the pre-trip, can we do that or we wait?
No. You gotta play it. You gotta play it. If you get in and you see that on, you can say I'm gonna go ahead and assist it until that light and buzzer go off. If you don't want it to, he'll tell you, well, that's okay, don't do it. You don't have to. Okay?
Oh, and it tells you low air.
That's what that buzzer is.
Yeah.
You see those lights and it tells you there as well. I will be running through the couple of changes that they've made. That's why I'm in the seat now. Okay, now, if you all have that one sheet, follow along with that.
Should have got a pen.
I hope that's a helicopter and not this truck making that kind of noise.
Right.
Okay. Well, you all have this.
Oh, I
sheet.
don't have
Oh,
that.
that.
What do you mean you
Oh
don't
yeah.
have it? You ought
Still
to.
sheet. I guess.
Yeah, I don't have that.
You're going to follow this
Yeah.
exact order here.
Okay.
We did our safety belt. We did our safe start. After the safe start, you finish your safety equipment. Okay? So our safety equipment. We have a 10-pound ABC or BC10 fire extinguisher.
So you got to say 10 on that?
Yes.
Secured in a
Or 10 ABC, 10 BC fire extinguisher. It's properly mounted and secure with a bracket. It's fully charged in the green. It has a safety pin in place. And it's up to date.
And it's up to date.
Then we have 3 red reflective triangles that are not cracked or broken. They're clean and free of debris.
And can stand on their
They're able
own.
to stand on their own. I have spare fuses for each major circuit in my
Unless-
truck,
unless
it's circuit breaker equipped.
At that time, you will then begin. What? What's next on the list? Gauges.
Gauges.
Now do your gauges now.
Oh.
Okay? Who's leaning on the seat? You're pushing arrow. Damn it! What's the matter with me?
She needs to be high up.
I need to be
Ladies,
high.
sit
all
down.
right. Okay. Now we're going to do gauges. So all of my gauges are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked or broken, and they're clean. I'm going to start with my oil gauge.
My
oil gauge, while idling, idles between 5 and 20 psi. While operating, it operates between 35 and 75 psi.
And it's
It is
reading
currently at 60,
60.
and there is no warning light.
And there's no
Okay?
warning.
My water gauge should be at a safe temperature range between 180
And
210.
210.
Or manufacturer
specification.
specifications. That's something that was added that's
Oh,
new.
yeah.
It is currently at 150 degrees. and there is no warning light
light
on.
on.
Next, we're going to go to our vault meter. You got to push on this button until you see it. Okay? My vault meter should be operating between 12 and 14.5 volts.
They changed it to 12.
12, 14
Currently
point
at
five.
14.7, so it's running a little high.
Okay.
And there is no warning light on. Primary and secondary air gauges. Both are operating between 100 and 125 psi. And they're currently right at 125 psi. There is no warning light or buzzer. Then from there you're going to talk about your governor. So my governor cuts in at 100 psi or below.
Or
And cuts out
between
120 and 125 psi.
If it fails to cut out at 150 psi, my safety release valve will open
Open up, releasing
let out
air.
excess air. That helps protect my system. Okay? I'm going to begin my brake checks now.
Okay.
First brake I'm going to do is my tractor brake test. I'm going to make sure I have adequate air pressure between 120 and 125 psi. So for your tractor brake, trailer brake test, combination service brake, and your applied air leakage test, you have to start out by telling them that you have adequate air pressure between 120 and 125 psi. Now, I'm going to put my clutch to the floor, put my vehicle into low gear. Okay? I'm testing my tractor brake, so that one stays pulled out or applied.
So
I'm going
push
to
in my
release my trailer brakes. I'm going to ease up on my clutch until I feel a little tug. Now, you don't tell the examiner this, but you all can watch that fender mirror. When it dips downward, that's enough of a tug. So everybody watch that. Don't tell the examiner that's what you watch.
Lay it off.
You know, it's taking a little dip now.
Yeah.
That's enough of a tug. I'm going to push our clutch back down, reapply the trailer brake, put it back in neutral. Come off your clutch. Okay? Results on my tractor brake. They're working properly because they held the vehicle in place. Next test I'm going to do is my trailer brake test. I have adequate air pressure between 120 and 125 psi. I'm going to push my clutch to the floor, put the vehicle in low gear, leave my trailer brake pulled out or applied, release my tractor brake, and ease up on the clutch until I feel a slight tug. See it dip? Enough of a tug. Reapply the tractor brake, put it back in neutral. Results on my trailer brake. It's working properly because it held my vehicle in place. Okay? Next test I'm going to do is the combination service brake test. This one you want to explain before you set it up. Because if I set the truck up, right, now watch, and I have it, well, it's supposed to be in third gear, and I have it in third gear with brakes released, and I'm sitting here with my foot on the clutch, just like being in neutral. The truck could roll. Okay? We don't want to do that. So, my combination service brake test. Adequate air pressure between 120 and 125 psi. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let my truck roll forward approximately 3 to 5 miles per hour. I want to see you move the truck 10 to 15 feet. Okay? And I'm going to be holding my steering wheel loosely. Now I'm going to set up to do it. Clutch down to the floor. Third gear. Release brakes. Now, you all hold on. Okay? Because they do want you to stop the truck fairly hard so that you know that that brake is properly working.
Okay.
We're going to ease up on the clutch. Let it roll forward. 3 to 5 miles per hour. You're going to hit the brake first, followed by the clutch.
Hit the
Not
brake
real
clutch.
hard, but just enough that the
You
examiner and yourself moves forward just a little bit
Okay.
at a time. Okay? Reapply your brakes. Put it back in neutral. The results are always about the brake that you just tested. So my combination service brake is working properly because it stopped my entire vehicle. The reason I held the steering wheel loosely is to make sure it stopped in a straight line. It didn't pull to the left or right. Now, if you do stop the truck and the truck pulls, you tell them that. This truck did pull to the left. Okay? But if it did pull left or right, it could be for 5 reasons. We could be on unlevel ground. We might have a problem with our suspension, low air in a tire. We could have brakes that are out of adjustment, and we may have had a shift in our load. Okay? Now the next test I'm going to do is the applied or air leakage test. With this test, I want to make sure that I have adequate air pressure between 120 and 125 psi. With this test, I can lose no more than 4 psi in 1 minute in a combination vehicle, or 3 psi
in 1 minute in a single vehicle.
Now there are 4 steps that we have to take to set this truck up to do that test. Clutch down to the floor, low gear. That was step 1. Step 2, turn the truck off and turn your power back on. Step 3, release your clutch. Step 4, release your brake. You also want to make sure your window's open a little bit. Now, I will be applying firm pressure to my brake pedal, holding it for 1 minute. I will be watching my gauges and listening for air leaks. Okay? 1 minute. Count it out the best that you can. Do not stop before 1 minute. Going over is fine. Stopping at 30 seconds is a fail. Okay? Alright. This test was successful because I did not lose any more than 4 psi in 1 minute in this vehicle. Okay? Now, if you don't tell them that I'm going to be watching my gauges and listening for air leaks, and you suddenly go, oh, this test was successful. You're going to go, really? How do you know? Okay? And that's basically you're going to fail. So I'm watching my gauges and I am listening for air leaks. Oh, my minute is up. This is proof positive that I did not lose 4 psi because I was watching my gauges and listening. Okay? Now, everything should be plain, simple, and to the point. Okay? Because if I start rambling on and that's my examiner and I'm going, pretty soon he's going to be like, wow, it's a little cloudy. I guess I should have brought my umbrella today. Oh, wow, there's a bird. That guy has red shorts on and he's running through the yard. What happened?
You get off of your...
I lost his attention because I was babbling. Okay? Straight, simple, to the point. Okay? Think of him as a kindergarten student. Their attention span is about that long. If you go tell a kindergarten student to do this, and this, and this, they're going to go, I got to go potty.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You lost them. So, plain and simple and to the point. So my fan down 1 is my light and warning buzzer test. They're going to come around 60 psi. I'm going to begin fanning now. Fan that brake till both of these lights come on. Okay? So, fan down 1 was successful because my light and warning buzzer came on at 60 psi. Okay? My next test is my fan down 2. My emergency brake test. Okay? I'm looking for my trailer brake to pop out first, between 45 and 20 psi. It pops out first to help prevent a jackknife, followed by my tractor brake. Going to pop out between 40 and 20 psi. I'm going to begin fanning. Okay, my trailer brake popped out at 40 psi. And my tractor brake popped out at 30 psi. And this tells me that my emergency brakes are working properly. Now, these gauges are very hard to read. Okay, we obviously see that that's 50 psi. So the next line is going to be 60. So anywhere in between 50 and 30, because there's about 20 difference there. See how I'm saying that? Okay, so you're gonna just pick a random number between 40 and 30. Oh, my trailer brake popped out at 38 psi. Random number between 40 and 30. Okay, this is information that we're not sharing with the examiner, of course. Okay, as this tractor brake popped out right after that one, it's going to be 1 psi difference. So 38,
37.
37. If this one takes a long while to pop out,
27.
38,
27.
20.
28.
And the result is my emergency brakes are working properly. Now we have to do a safe start. So we're going to double check that our brakes are applied. We're going to put our clutch down, put the truck back in neutral. Okay? Now you want to switch that electric off. Totally off. Then you're going to turn it back on. And you're going to tell him my ABS light went on and went off. Okay? Finish letting those gauges sweep. Start your truck back up. Okay? Now I'm going to do the rest of my pre-trip. I have 6 mirrors. They are properly mounted and secure. They're not cracked or broken, and they're clean. My West Coast mirrors are adjustable from the inside. Just put your hand on top of the switch so he knows you know where it's located. Okay? Next thing I'm going to do is my windshield. My windshield is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked or broken. It's clean. It has no illegal stickers, but it does have an up-to-date safety inspection sticker. I'm allowed no more than a 1-inch crack as long as it's not interfering with my vision or obstructing my vision. Okay, then I have my rubber seal. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not ripped, torn, or missing. It's not leaking air. Okay, my windshield wipers, properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, bent, or broken. My windshield wiper blades are properly mounted and secure. You're not ripped, torn, or missing. They have proper tension to my windshield. Now, we're going to demonstrate that the washer and wiper works. All you got to do is push down on that turn signal. Let that washer start up, and those wipers will make a couple swipes and shut down. Okay? So my washers and wipers are working properly. However, my wiper blades are leaving strings, so they need to be replaced. Tell them what you see. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is demonstrate that our defrost works. Make sure it's on the heat. Make sure it's on all 3 settings. I reach up. My defrost, my vents, and my floor heat are all working properly. Okay? Next, we're going to do
City
our
horn.
horns. So we have a city horn and an air horn. Both are properly mounted and secured, or not cracked or broken. And they both function properly. Next I have to do my lights. Gotta turn the lights on. It's a dial next to the steering column on the dash here. 2 clicks to the right. My lights are now on. Push the turn signal toward the dash. You have a blue light there. That indicates that your high beams are working. Right turn signal. Left turn signal. Emergency flashers. So all lights on the inside of the truck are working properly. And then remember to turn them back off. Okay? Now I'm going to go through and check and make sure I did everything. I'm doing my brake checks right now. I did my tractor, my trailer, my combination service brake, my applied or air leakage, both of my fan downs. I did my gauges, did my odometer, or my voltmeter, oil, and yeah, got all those, did my governor, did my horns, did my lights, did my mirrors, my windshield. Okay.
Fuses.
I have completed my in-cab pre-trip inspection. Okay? Now, the examiner might say to you, are you sure? Okay, he's trying to be nice to you and tell you that you forgot something. Don't go into panic mode, just do what I did. Oh! I forgot my oil gauge.
Okay.
little late, but you can still do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you're doing gauges and you forget to say there's no warning light on when you do your oil gauge, as long as you haven't moved from those gauges, you can still say that and get credit for it. Okay? If there's anything at all that's wrong with this truck, my wiper blades are leaving streaks. Doesn't count against you, counts against the truck. Okay? You're telling him that you're paying attention and you know those wiper blades need to be changed out because they're streaking. Okay? So, I told him I'm done. He said, okay, let's get out and do Section 8. And he'll tell you to turn the truck off. And he'll also remind you to make sure you use your 3 points of contact exiting the vehicle. Okay? If we're going to do Section 8, he will tell you to turn the truck off because that's under the hood. He wants to be able to hear you. If you're going to do Section B, he might say, okay, leave the truck run, let's go ahead and get out and do our Section B. Okay? Remember, Section A, B, and C all start with in cab. Okay? Every section, when you're done with that section, you're going to go to coupling system. Okay? So he told me I'm going to get out and do Section 8. So I'm going to move my seat back, get my seat belt off, turn the truck off. He told me I'm doing Section 8 and he asked me to turn the truck off. I turn my truck off, get out using my 3 points of contact, and then I'm going to go open the hood because I have to do Section 8. That's under the hood. Okay? Now, I think, Ruben, you're testing what? Next Tuesday. Anybody else that's testing next Tuesday?